Hey guys, so I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'm going to be playing some Pokemon Showdown. I found this the other day. I knew all about it for ages, but I've just literally never played it before. And I kind of just mishmashed a team together and balls ensued. But then I decided to actually create an OU team. I was playing Anything Goes for a while, which was going pretty well, but then somebody came up against me with like 6 Arceuses. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, I should probably play in a specific tier to avoid that. So, I'm going to be playing some OU. I've kind of put together a little team, which has some like pure power, but it's pretty balanced because there's kind of some stalling and stuff going on in there, which is probably going to be annoying to some people. But we've got basically Mega Charizard Y. He's basically special. Bulky special sweeper. I used the suggested set because it was the best one, but he has got Roost to stall out a little bit, and he's got some offensive moves as well. Obviously Solar Beam can only be used in the sun because that's a 2-turn move, and he really needs that first turn build up, otherwise it allows the opponent to switch out. We've got Azumarill, which is a bulky physical sweeper, which is basically, it's holding an assault vest, huge power of course. He's just going to be there to like sort of aqua-jet stuff and give some powerful moves. We've got Heatran, who is going to be really annoying to a lot of people. It's pretty, not predictable, but it's a fairly well-used set for Heatran. Toxic, Protect, Taunt, and Lava Plume. The Taunt is to stop people from setting up, basically. Swords Dance, stuff like that. Just no. Toxic's gonna just... well, it's gonna Toxic something, even if they switch out on Heatran entering, so that's cool. Protect is just a scout, and Lava Plume is just to kind of have a particular move on there so that I'm not kind of choiced into something if they decide to use, what's it called, Torment, or something like that, so we do have Lava Plume, which is a nice damaging move, which also, if I've been into Charizard Y, will be in the sun too, so that's cool. Venusaur, this is basically kind of a sun team, I guess, because Venusaur also takes advantage of the sun. Chlorophyll, double speed in the sun. I'm pretty sure, yep, it's definitely double speed. We've got Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Hidden Power Fire, and Growth. I thought Fire was an interesting choice. We'll see how that goes, I don't know. It is Life Orb, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with what I do with it. I have had a few instances where I was practicing and Life Orb actually took me out because I'm silly, so it was kind of like suicide attack. Landorus, basically knock off U-turn Landorus, but choice banded with Intimidate, so we'll see how that goes. It is yet another legendary, but you know, on top of Heatran, but never mind. It is OU, so it's perfectly legal, that's fine. I could have a whole team of, probably a whole team of legendaries if I wanted. It does also have plus attack, so it's going to be pretty powerful. Adamant, of course. And that knockoff's going to hit like a beast. Clefable, Leftovers Clefable, this is an interesting one. I'm not usually one for using Pokemon like this on a team. It's not usually my kind of thing. I tend to sort of go all out offensive, but that doesn't always work out very well. But it is Heal Bell, Protect, Substitute, and Hyper Voice, Magic Guard, Leftovers Clefable, so we're going to see how this goes. It is max HP in EVs and special defense, so we'll see. I don't know how this is going to go. The Heal Bell idea is basically because Landorus is pretty useless if it's burned, which is possible that it could happen. Someone could think, yeah, let's get rid of that. Pretty useless if burned, so I'm pretty sure that, you know, that's not a good thing. So Clefable is basically there to switch in and try to Heal Bell under a substitute, or behind a substitute, I should say. Protect is kind of just to scout because it's not the best Pokemon defensively. I mean, its special defense isn't too bad, but its defense isn't great, so we'll see what happens. And Hyper Voice is just a powerful move for it to have, so it's not kind of, again, not tormented and not also completely useless if it is needed to attack, but I'm not going to be relying on it for that. I mean, its special attack's only 95, even with 4 EVs, so we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna hit home now, and we're gonna kind of go into a battle. It is gonna be a random battle, so I'm literally just, oh, you look for a battle. I'm not battling anyone that I know or anyone in particular. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, let's go for this. Alright, so this is versus Gooch. Oh, fun! Okay, so we've kind of got a whole mix of stuff going on here. They've got the Azumarill too, and the Landorus too, and the Charizard too. That's great. Shiny Scizor is green? Man, I've never seen that before. Okay, so reasons not to lead with Charizard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I think we should probably lead with something that's... Oh, this is tricky, man. Do I have any Rocks type moves? Yeah, I have Rock Slide on Landorus. Okay, I should probably go with Landorus. Really hoping and praying, though, that they don't lead with the Azumarill or the Rotom Wash. That would really suck. But we'll see. It may not happen. We'll see. I really feel like they're going to do that now that I've just said that they won't, or that I hope they won't. Okay, Landorus. Interesting. Double Intimidate! That's amazing. Well, clearly, there's going to be a bit of a speed tie going on here, because unless they're not set up the same, they maybe choice Scarf, which is not good for us. So I'm not even going to bother U-turning, because that's not... There's no point. There is really no point. So I think we're both going to switch. They're probably going to switch into something to counteract our ground, so I would think Azumarill. So we should probably switch into Venusaur. They may not at all. I could be completely wrong. Or the Rotom Wash. Either way. We'll see. We'll see. Stealth Rocks. Okay, different setup. That's cool. That's fair enough. So we're going to go for the Giga Drain. We're not going to outspeed at the moment. There's no sun out. But we'll see what happens with this. They're probably going to switch into the Scizor. Or maybe Fire Blast Hydreigon. Quite possibly. They'll probably Bullet Punch with the Scizor, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So the Hydreigon comes out. The Giga Drain's going to do a fair amount, to be honest. I wouldn't expect it to have done that much, but we are Life Orb, so that kind of figures. We're going to switch out right here, obviously. We're not going to stay in on a potential Fire Blast. Hydreigons tend to be specially offensive. Yeah, that's not happening. So predicting that, I think I'm going to go into the Heatran and possibly try to Toxic this Hydreigon. That might be a good idea. We'll see what happens. If I correctly predict this Fire Blast and go out into Flash Fire Heatran, I'm going to be so proud of myself. U-turn. Alright, well we resist that, that's fine. That's interesting though, they seem to not know what they want to do. Then again, I don't know what I want to do either, to be fair. I guess they're looking at my team wondering what I'm doing. It's always unnerving when your opponent has the same team as you, or the same half of the team as you, but with potentially different movesets. It's always super interesting, like I wonder what they're going to do. I'm going to Protect because I don't know what this Azumarill wants to do. I'm assuming Hydro Pump, or maybe... Azumarils are usually offensive though, they're not usually special. So, I wonder, we're going to withdraw again. Okay, we're switching it up. Charizard, Protect failed because nothing happened. Alright, so this Charizard's going to do something. Probably Earthquake. Yeah, I'm betting Earthquake. So, we're going to go into our own Charizard, actually. Charizards can run Earthquake. I used to run it, actually. Still do sometimes, depends on the Charizard. Usually on X, not on this Y. Pointed Stones dig in, but we are going to survive. That is a Dragon Dancing Charizard X. This is not good news for us at all. I'm gonna Roost because no, I'm not. Because then I'll just be Fire type instead of Fire Flying, and then Earthquake will kill. Oh, they've got me stuck. Because if I switch out Charizard now, then I did that for no reason and lost health for no reason. So, I mean. But the obvious answer would be go out into Azumarill. Like, that would be the really obvious answer, the really obvious play. I don't know if Azumarill outspeeds Charizard X. I don't think it does. Charizard X is pretty fast. I'm just gonna check real quick. I am at a timer, but get this done. Real quick. Just to make sure, we have 90 seconds. Yeah, big time outspeed. I forgot Azumarill's speed with base so low, it's only base 50. So, we're gonna just try and... We're just gonna... What are we gonna do, is the question. I think I'm gonna go into... Land. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I truly have no idea, they've got me stuck. I think I'm gonna go into the Azumarill, even though there was no point in Charizard. And they left. So, I won by default. That's really strange when people do that. I feel like it's really weird when people do that, because he could have won here, or she. Really could have won. Because... Oh, hold up. Did they come back? They may have come back. Alright, well, we're gonna play rough, because that's the obvious answer. It's letting me continue to play, so I'm assuming they came back. But it definitely says that they left in the chat on the side, so yeah, I think they did leave. No, they've come back. Okay, fair enough. So, Sizzle's out. That's not going to do enough, but it is a crit, which is nice. And they've got leftovers, so again, it's not a Mega Sizzle. Of course it's not a Mega Sizzle, they're Mega Charizard. That's cool. Right, I think basically our options now are to go into Heatran, but that's not a good idea because that's going to have a fighting move of some sort. I think we should probably go out into Landorus. Yeah, we're going out into Landorus. And I really feel like the timer's really short today. I don't know if they've changed this. Bullet Punch isn't going to do a whole lot, so I think what we're going to do now is we're going to Earthquake or Knockoff, but no, we're going to Earthquake because Steel goes down to ground type moves, but it is Bug as well, so it will be neutral, I think. They're going to withdraw, they're going to go into the Rotom Watch. Predicting Earthquake? Probably immune. So, Earthquake is pretty common to run on a Landorus, to be fair, and we are choice banded into Earthquake now, so we're going to switch out again. Let's see what we can do. Switching out to Charizard would not be a good idea, so I'm going to switch out into Azumarill, I reckon, and try to get something on this Rotom. The timer's super short today. It's really weird. I only have 20 seconds left there to make a move, and it's normally a lot longer than that. I don't know if there's connection issues or what, but I mean, see right here, it's giving me 40 seconds. It's giving me 40 seconds instead of 120. That's really harsh. Alright, so they've gone into their own Azumarill, so I'm going to Superpower. Just to try and get as much damage on this thing as possible. This will be really interesting to see how they're built. How the difference in builds are. See, what annoys me here is that they now have 120 seconds left to decide, whereas I only have 40. What's going on with that? Belly drum. Oh, I am scared. I am very, very scared. I am scared of belly drumming as in roll. We are not doing this. We are so not doing this. So I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to Venusaur it, which is the very obvious play, because now they've belly drummed to set up, they're not going to switch out. It's highly unlikely that they're going to switch out. Highly unlikely. Play rough crits? Oh, did that crit matter? I feel like that crit mattered. I feel like that crit really mattered. Then again, it is +4. I don't know, man. That was crazy. And because the timer was super short, I lost due to inactivity. So that was lame. To be fair, I was kind of stuck anyway, because, I mean, let's review. Pretty much, the Azumarill here would have, I mean, it's at +4, that's harsh. I mean, it could have taken down the Charizard, it could have taken down the Heatran, it probably could have taken down the, yeah, it could have taken down the Landorus too, so that's 3. Azumarill was only at half health, and then Clefable's specially defensive, so, I mean, they would have won that anyway, to be fair. So, that happened. I need to find out why the timer was so short on that, that's really crazy. It normally gives you, like, consistently when I've been playing, it's been giving me 120 seconds to decide each time, which is a minute 30. It was giving me, like, 30 seconds to decide, 20 seconds. And it's barely enough time for it to, like, register the switch or register the switch in, and you just kind of go to one thing. And that's pretty much why I lost just then. I mean, I did switch in Heatran, but the time it took for it to load was the 10 seconds. And I lost due to activity, but, I'm going to keep an eye on that, see if that happens again, because that's really irritating. But we're going to go again. Going to do one more and see what happens this time. Mostly, I'm going to use the same, I am going to use the same team, in fact. I do have a slightly different setup, but it's not totally OU. It does have an Ambipom in there, which tends to let me down in the OU tier, or can do. Yeah, see, particularly against a team like this. Well, this is fun. Goodness me. Okay. Common weaknesses. Oh, let's see. Are there really no common rocks, I guess? Alright, so. Well, I think we should probably. What are they likely to lead with? Probably their own Charizard. I'm gonna lead with Heatran. Wow, that is a team. That is a team. That's crazy. Alright, so they're gonna lead with Electivire. That's not the best thing ever. It has an Air Balloon, so that's nice to know. So if I'd led with Landorus and tried to Earthquake it, that wouldn't have worked. But I didn't. I'm going to Protect to see what it's going to do. It's going to have a Fighting type move for sure, there's no question about it. Electivire carries punches. In fact, it probably has various punches, so I should watch out for that. Venusaur versus Electivire, it might have Ice Punch. Power Up Punch. Okay. Right, well, this is a situation to be in. I mean, we could Charizard and try to Fire Blast it. I mean, we could try to burn it, which is not likely, but it's worth a go, I guess. This thing's gonna kill us. Electivire is really, like, just crazy. He's crazy. His defense is, and he gets crit. His defense is lower than his special defense, but I really don't dare switch into anything special right now. So we're gonna Mega Evolve and we're gonna go for the Fire Blast and see what happens. And he is at 1.5 attack right now, plus 1.5, so we should watch out for that big time because this thing's setting up. Thunder Punch! Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch? Okay, so this thing has to be Choice Scar. Oh no, it's not Choice Scar because it should use 2 different moves anyway. It's gotta be speed invested then, because Mega Charizard Y definitely outspeeds Electivire. That's... oh, please. Alright. Okay, but we have the sun up, so let's look at this positively. It still has the air balloon, which is annoying. So we're gonna go into the Venusaur. Electivire has basically conquered its only weakness right now with that down balloon. Makes it immune to ground moves. It's basically got Levitate right now until it gets hit with something. I really feel like it's gonna have something like Ice Punch. I really do. So, I mean, we're just gonna attack it and see what happens. This is not gonna go well. We should outspeed it. We really should, in the sun. But I'm gonna Sludge Bomb. I'm not hopeful. Wow, that does a lot more than I thought. That does some nice damage. And we resist the Power Up Punch too. Wow. Alright, so... that's good. That's very good. They're probably gonna go for the Ice Punch now though, so I should go for... should I go for... no, it resists. I'm pretty sure it resists. We're gonna go for Sludge Bomb again. We are Life Orbed, so he might think that I'm Choice Banded or Choice Scar. Not Choice Banded. Choice Spect. Okay, so that does take the Electivire out, which is the huge threat, so I'm quite happy about that. Because I was really genuinely worried about this Electivire. So, I mean, when they set up, they get really dangerous. But I think that Sludge Bomb did a lot more than he was expecting too, but Life Orb, Venusaur, and Sun, nothing to sniff at, that's for sure. So they're probably going to use their own Charizard now, to take advantage of the Sun versus the Venusaur. So I think the best thing now would be switching to Landorus, providing that that is what they do. Okay, Snorlax, that's interesting. Snorlax is also nothing to laugh at. Usually Assault Vest, and probably has like Fire Punch or something, so... and in the sun too. I'm gonna go out into Butan and try and poison this, because they are so hard to take down if you don't get some kind of like status ailment on it. Stockpile. Stockpile, there's the stockpile. Yeah, it's gonna start setting up. But we can take advantage of that for a minute, just while we kind of poison it. Okay, so it's not running Thick Fat, it's running Immunity. That's annoying. Well, and the sun fades. So the best thing we can really do right now is probably, I should have done this a minute ago, and I should have predicted the immunity, but probably the best thing we can do right now is taunt it. But I'm waiting for that fighting type move that's gonna just... or it will have Earthquake. I think the Heatran's going down. Oh, it tried to use Stockpile again. Okay. So, I mean, it's +2 special defense right now and +2 defense. But we need to hit it with something physical. We really do. So I'm gonna go out into Landorus right now. And it's taunted so it can't stockpile. So I'm hoping that will help us. Should help us. French. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Well, okay. We're gonna knock off, because that's probably the best play right now. It's probably got leftovers. Then again, it could have Assault Vest, which makes the situation even worse for us. Pesto Berry. Huh. So it's... Oh, it's resting Snorlax. Okay, that makes sense now. Alright, so because we choiced, we're gonna switch out into Azumarill. And even though it's +2 defense, we're gonna give it a go with Superpower. Because literally that's the only way they're gonna make a dent in this thing. Now it's gonna be predicting that, but it's not gonna switch out. So let's just go for it. Or then we could do... No, I'm gonna go with Play Rough actually. Because it's Stab and it doesn't lower our... It doesn't lower our stuff. Not gonna do enough. Belly Drum. Oh, we need to take this out ASAP. Oh, we need to take this out right now. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Play Rough didn't do enough. I'm gonna Superpower. We should outspeed? We should outspeed. For sure. Especially now we know it wasn't banded or scarred. Alright, so we've taken it down. Wow, that was getting really dangerous. That Snorlax though, wow. That was gonna be awful if that set up like that. That would have hit like a tank. That could have swept our whole team. That could have swept our whole team. I've no idea what they're gonna go out into now. Dragonite. Interesting. Can we still play Rough? I wonder. It's gonna have Thunderbolt or Thunder or something though, so I'm not gonna go for that. I'm really not gonna do that. That would be daft. It also probably has Marble Scales, so I'm gonna go into the Landorus and Rock Slide it. There is a chance that Rock Slide could miss, which would really suck, but we'll see. Dragon Dance. This is a setup team, for real. Okay. So we're gonna... Or maybe we should knock off first, actually. Yeah, we should do that first. Yeah, definitely. And you're gonna Dragon Dance again, okay. Weakness policy, alright. Interesting. Weakness policy. Well, okay then. Alright, so I'm just kind of looking through, and now we can go back out into the Azumarill. We probably still have the Thunder Punch, I'm thinking. So, we're gonna go out into Heatran. Because knockoffs are 3-hit KO, no 2-hit KO, so that's not gonna work for us. And pray that it doesn't have... Oh, Outrage! Okay. So I could have gone into Azumarill, that's annoying. Because it would have been immune, but... Such is life. Toxic. Let's go. That should stall out the, setting up. Should prevent it a little bit. And it will be confused in a minute. And because it's now locked into Outrage, and it's poison, I'm going to switch into Azumarill, but I'm pretty sure they're going to switch. If they do though, it's not the worst thing, especially into Charizard, although they won't do that. They'll probably switch out into Feraligatr, but I don't know what a Feraligatr could do. I really don't. It would struggle against Azumarill, I feel. So we're going to play Rough here, and I really feel like they're not going to try and preserve this Dragonite while it's toxic. I could be wrong though. But they won't have chance to set it back up again, so I think they're just gonna let it die. They may actually think that we're choiced with this Azumarill, because we switched out last time. But that was literally purely because of the stat drops. And it does have Earthquake, but we take that quite nicely. So we're going to take that down. And it's probably going to go into, well, probably Machamp. Alligator's possible too though with Thunder Punch. Hold up. Is Alligator going Thunder Punch? I actually don't even know. I feel like the answer to that is no. But I so could be wrong. So this is a slightly awkward position to be in, because it's going to have Ice Punch for sure, and then there's the fact that Venusaur is weak to Ice. Landorus is weak to Water, Heatran's weak to Water, and Azumarill is weak to... well, Azumarill can't do a lot to it is the problem. I mean, its special defense is low, but I'm going to go into Venusaur anyway because it's, even though it's the obvious play, it's a good play, I think. Leaving Azumarill in to die would just be not the best thing to do. It's going to Dragon Dance. I should have seen that one coming, but I guess I did, in the fact that I switched, so... so, I guess Giga Drain?